Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Virgo March 28, 2022. Cooperation comes more readily than usual today, and energy is lively and creative around you. Conversations are animated and primarily light-hearted. What comes to light today may take a few days to truly sink in. Today's transits are especially good for looking at your life differently, especially private, personal, self-worth, and financial matters. Outside of the box, thinking brings rewards. You may wish to share something personal with a trusted person in your life, and it comes as a relief. You're in a great position to make small changes in your life that lead to significant improvements. You more readily see areas that would benefit from improved approaches, including projects and attitudes. Working under the radar is likely, and it's useful and fruitful to do so. Still, it's a time for branching out and coming up with novel ways to approach your world and express your feelings. You want to move forward freer and lighter, and a change of pace feels right. Even with this upbeat, forward-looking energy, it's a day for winding down. New beginnings should wait. Your red-hot planetary ruler, Mars, continues to travel alongside its divine counterpart, Venus, via your bossy 10th house of authority, so in addition to attracting those who gather at the C-suite, you're also looking the part. Whether you're single or already romantically attached, the effects of this celestial synergy are validating your desire for something long-lasting and perhaps even traditional. Keep in mind that the North Node of Fate via your 2nd house of value systems will face off with the wounded healer, Chiron, in your sign today. Leave the past where it belongs. The path is clearing. Who do you enjoy working with, and what brings you joy? As the moon leaves Capricorn for Aquarius, your mental processes may shift from career to community. In a perfect world, you should have a wide, supportive professional network to fall back on or seek out when you need help. However, this may not always be the case. So, use the lunar power to invest in groups, connections, and networking opportunities to meet supportive individuals in your field. After all, you never know who you could connect with or where networking could lead. The week is barely a few days old, but already the moon has managed to form a friendly aspect to the North Node in your income sector, and now, as it returns to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart, it is set to do the same for the other side of the financial fence. This is helping to boost your confidence, especially when it comes to a creative approach to money matters. Have you ever been happier? Well, maybe back when you were a kid, but right now you're feeling pretty happy to be just exactly where you are. Enjoy this rare energy. It's not easy to break with tradition, but you are somewhat known for taking the road less traveled. Sometimes the road less traveled for you, however, is the traditional one. Give yourself a break today and follow a very simple plan. Eat only the freshest food available to you, exercise, but take special care of your joints, yoga or swimming followed by a sauna if possible, and get to bed early. Your next break from the norm will be empowered by this respite. It's a brand new month and a fresh cycle is starting. You can't get a better day than this day to get the action happening in your life. As a one, you are probably well known for your abilities to take the initiative and get things underway. However, it can be especially important for you to think these things through first before committing. A lack of follow-through is something also akin to being a one. Provided the project you start is exciting and can hold your interest, you shouldn't have too much trouble sticking with it until the end. What a difference a few days can make. Earlier in the week, the moon, while making its monthly visit to Leo, clashed with all 4 planets in your relationship sector, including Venus and Mars. Today, the moon not only returns for its only visit to your communication sector, while they are both in your relationship sector, but within hours of returning will form a friendly aspect to the planets of love and passion. Whatever this flushed out earlier in the week can now find a voice. What a difference a few days can make. It was earlier in the week that the moon, making its monthly visit to Leo, clashed with all 4 planets in your relationship sector, stress testing a balance between your personal and relationship needs. Today the moon returns to your communication sector to give anything exposed a voice, with a little help from Venus and Mars, the planets of love and passion. Your tarot reading for today. The Hanged Man, the Lovers, and Temperance. It is often said that it is possible to understand the future by studying the past. Here, your cards show that there is indeed a bridge between your life experience, the decisions you make every day, and your future. The notion of free will is important in your draw because every decision you make influences the life you will have tomorrow. When studying your draw in detail, the cards evoke a positive outcome to the problems you face today. For some time, you have been expressing doubts when thinking about your future. You sometimes think that nothing ever changes in your life, as if your life path had come to a stop. Rest assured, the cards you selected evoke new opportunities in your life, and show that by leveraging your potential, making full use of your free will, following your intuition and acting according to higher values, the situation should quickly turn in your favor and new opportunities could add a change of rhythm to your everyday life. To take advantage of this wave of change, you need to listen to the lesson of the draw and act with conviction. Indeed, the cards show you have lots of potential. You are a deep, intuitive and sensitive person. These qualities should allow you to follow a consistent life path and find the best response to meet the challenges you face. However, sometimes you doubt yourself and question the choices and decisions you have made in the past. It is quite natural to question, and this should not discourage you, quite the contrary. As the old adage says, the past is a lighthouse, not a port. It is this landmark, this personal experience, this history, which should enlighten your future. The draw invites you to leverage your personal experience and history to take advantage of the opportunities that you will encounter today. At this level, the cards you chose show that there are lots of them, especially on an emotional level, with this man who seems to occupy a leading role on your life path. There is also this unexpected event, this upheaval to come, this change of direction, which could allow you to bounce back in your personal life and re-establish the success that is so important to you. Our eyes in the sky. During this time, communication will be direct and impulsive. In order to avoid conflict with others, choose your words carefully and put your verbal sword away when expressing yourself. Words can hurt, which is something you're fully aware of, but try to understand the power they have right now. It would behoove you to try to be nicer to the people you care about. Before asserting yourself and speaking too bluntly, think about what you want to express. You can attract more kindness with sweet and sincere words. You're speaking more loudly and boldly than you have before, which means that many people can hear what you have to say. Your points are important, so use your power for good. It will serve you well. Take a step back and try to keep things simple and light in order to process all the information that's coming your way. Once you're able to look at matters from a more objective viewpoint, you'll be able to gain more clarity. Just after midnight, Mercury enters Aries, where it will transit for just over 2 weeks. At this time, our thinking is decisive, and we voice ideas that we ordinarily would keep to ourselves. However, we also risk speaking impulsively with little regard for possible consequences. Hurtful words are said in haste. We should avoid the assumption that another's difference of opinion somehow invalidates our own. With the beginner's mind befitting Aries, we risk a crisis in confidence, particularly if we are newly exposed to concepts that we have no experience in explaining or demonstrating. There is a fine line between thinking on our feet and rushing to the finish line. Around dawn, the Aquarius moon sextiles the Aries sun, helping us to express ourselves. We are communicative but have little emotional stake in whether others agree with us. We know our purpose and our intent, and we won't be swayed by popular opinion. However, we are respectful of foreign ideas, and can even find ways to incorporate unusual initiatives into our personal practice if we aren't being forced to adopt a position.